Hey folks, as you've probably noticed, I'm still in Poland. I've just left the town of Kobyla Góra and I'm walking one of the PTTK waymark trails from the town, a looped walk of about 12-13 kilometres, following the black waymarkers. There's no information online about this trail. There's one web page which doesn't translate very well, which I tried having a go at last night but couldn't really do it, so I'm at the mercy of the trail markers really, so I'm just going to follow the markers. If I get lost, obviously I'll fire up Google Maps and work out a way back to the start point. But yeah, beautiful day, and this part of Poland, as you can see, is just mile after mile of trees. So really beautiful place to come and lose yourself, maybe quite literally. So I'm 10 kilometres into the walk now, 3 to go back to Kobyla Góra. Behind me is the wooden church at Myślniew. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Built in 1746 and restored in the 70s. Yeah, just amazing piece of work, and amazing that it's survived so long given everything that this part of the world has been through. Visit into the cemetery here, and if you've never been to a Polish cemetery, it's a fairly typical example. The graves tend to be really well looked after. There's a good tradition of people visiting the graves and caring for them, particularly at Christmas. And the other thing that's pretty typical in places like this, this used to be Germany before the war, and there'll be a section of the cemetery right at the back in this case, which is full of the old German graves, and they tend to be not cared for and look like there's been no visitors for years. And yeah, often the headstones have kind of fallen to pieces, and as in this case, there was a pile of crucifixes and kind of ephemera just piled up against a tree, which presumably was from the old cemetery there. So the other thing I realised as I leave the cemetery is that I've lost the trail. The last black marker I saw was back at the church. Just after the church there was a crossroads, so I guess there must have been a right turn there. But luckily I know where I am. I've been to this part of Kobyla Góra and this part of the forest before, and I'm just heading down now to the man-made lake, which is the reason why Kobyla Góra is quite such a tourist hotspot in the right season. There we go, I'm back where I started in Kobyla Góra, getting on for 14 kilometres. As I say, I did take a slightly different route to the waymark trail, but I'd say mine is better. Anyway, I'll put a link to my Strava activity so you can see where I went. But yeah, great little walk. First half was definitely the best. Second half there were a couple of kind of long straight bits which were a little bit dull, but yeah, otherwise loved it.